not a fluke.
Yeah, Toby's done a good job since he's been there, and from what I understand, they're a wide-open offense with 3 and 4 wide receivers and a real good running back in Puffenberger. I know, watching some film, we did some home scouting this week with Aaron bringing home some game tapes, so it's really fun to watch him work, and he really approached this game very seriously.
Nate Keller, of course, is the quarterback. 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Puffenberger, has the first down and more. Gets to the 40, 35, 30. 2 men converge on him and bring him down at the 22. Huge gain. That's what he's been doing the last, well, I guess all season. Just pounding forward, keeps the legs moving, makes a tremendous pickup to the 21-yard line.
Did a real nice job, just a zone blocking, and let him read the play. Lyman just step block, basically big on big, and he just cuts behind when he finds a seam, and he's got a little bit of explosion in his step.
4 wide receivers, that is not unusual. No tight end. Keller and Puffenberger the single back set. Again, Puffenberger, 3rd carry, and this time he's yanked back to the 25-yard line. That's a loss.
They tried to run a quick trap, and the middle guard did a nice job. He beat the center's block and was right there waiting on the trap.
Wendelin, an interesting team, as we said, off to a bit of a slow start with 1 and 2, but that probably is deceptive. Toby, as you heard in the pregame interview, said this is probably the best team the Senecas have faced so far.
They have some nice athletes, and I know the big concern on both teams is so many kids going both ways, and a night like tonight with the heat and humidity, you got to get him some rest.
Quick drop by Keller, throws in the flat, intended for Bart Fisher, a little high. It's overthrown. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 3rd down, rather, and 11. It was a loss on the first run, and then that incomplete pass. Memorial Field, or Memorial Stadium here in Fostoria, nice facility, and looking across the way, it looks like we have almost an equal number of fans for both schools.
I'm sure this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this rivalry is as big as our rivalry with Fostoria, and this rivalry with Calvert St. Wendelin is just as big and same intensity, so it always gets a good turnout. Keller
throws and caught by Inatuno. He's close to the sticks. We'll let him measure. Very close to the sticks. He had to get to about the 11, and he is close on the hookup with Keller.
Did a real nice job with the 3 receivers to the wide side, just flooding an area, and usually the guy who comes open is the inside receiver.
First down. Spotted at the 12. But the official said that's enough, so it's 1st and 10 from there. Bart Fisher on the far side. Inatuno goes in the slot. Justin Keefe is on the near side. Again, Puffenberger, the lone back. Keller takes the snap. Handoff goes to the left side, looking for some room. Slipped 1 tackle, gets inside the 5. Close to the 4-yard line. A nice pickup of about 6 for Puffenberger.
Good, nice job. Defense was right there, just missed a tackle. And Puffenberger's got some strength. He's a good power runner.
Bulked up over the summer. Made up his mind he was going to be the man, and he has been to a great extent. This Calvert team may be arriving early. Many of them come back next season.
Yeah, it's really nice to have a group of juniors who play well, because they just get more and more experience, and it's nice to know that they're coming back next year.
Here's the handoff. Puffenberger again, the left side, right to the goal line. Didn't quite get in, and he is within a foot. Just short.
Yeah, they do a real good job, but they're just spreading the field with all their receivers, and then they got a nice size up front, and they just they come off the football real well, and they just got to spread out so far, then they just pound it up inside. So that it's a pretty balanced attack with the run and the pass.
And that is enough for the first down. So it's 1st and goal, point-blank range. Keller under center. Puffenberger, the single back, takes the handoff, plows forward, and gets in. Touchdown from 1 yard out. So just like that on the opening drive, Calvert walks it down the field. Most of the damage done by Puffenberger with 9:14 to go, first quarter. 1 yard plunge. Bart Fisher does the kicking. That was his drive, much like against Sandusky St. Mary last week. Bart Fisher lines it up, snap, gets through. Bad snap, rolls free. Fisher picks it up, kind of flings it, and then dropping it. So that was just not going to work any other way. So that's that. after the drive, the touchdown by Puffenberger for the extra point. No, there was no kick, so the conversion does not work. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. From Fostoria. That was a 57-yard drive in 7 plays, capped by the Puffenberger run. Extra point got away from the holder, was a low snap. Fisher tried to retrieve it, could not. So now we'll get our first look at the St. Wendelin Mohawks. Fisher kicks it off, a line drive, right to one of the up men at the 28, comes back across the 35, gets to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line, rounded up there. Still pretty good field position, Steve, for...
You know, and maybe that the missed extra point can keep the Mohawks up a little bit. You know, sometimes it kind of discourages the offense because he did a nice job with the drive, but they don't get the full effect of the touchdown in the extra point. And now it's up to St. Wendelin. You got to answer the score, you know, or get something established offensively. But they do have good field position. They got about 61 yards to go.
Nick Mose, as the quarterback, rolls out to the near side. May put it away and run, and does. The man who came up to make the hit nicely, Luke Borer, makes the tackle and kept it to about a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He come out, he won. It looked like a pass, but he was fully committed to the run. But the linebacker, 62, Borer, did a great job of scraping and just attacked that play.
And we'll call it a gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. 6-0. Calvert on the opening drive took it down, punched it in, showing blitz. There's the handoff to the deep back. And let's see who that is. Rouser. We knew he would see a lot of playing time tonight. Aaron Rouser, a senior 5'10", 165-pounder. And the other back is John Faber.
He gives them a little more speed in the backfield. He's started the season playing a wide receiver, but I think they want to, you know, get him more touches on the football, so they're working him a little bit of tailback. But you notice that time, Calvert is traditionally a 4-man front. They're doing a lot of bouncing around and giving you a lot of different looks.
They are doing it again. There's the handoff keeper. Then the pitch goes wide and smelling it out and dropping him back at the 35. The man who made the hit there was Tim Shump, and a loss on the play of about 4.
That time Calvert did a great job. That time they showed an 8-man front and stemmed out of it and moved to a 4-man front, and St. Wendelin tried to run a dive option. They just had too many people.
Bart Fisher will drop back to take the kick inside of his 25. The kick will come from the 28. Good rush, high kick, not too deep, angles to the far side, and then it's going to roll out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So with 7:23 to go, Calvert will have the ball again, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Out the door they go.
Tiffin Ford or Lincoln Mercury, 1600 West State Robbie Team right here in Tiffin. Making friends and sales at the same time.
And we're back on the first play from scrimmage. Fisher going for the big one down the sideline, overthrows the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Well, that's called stretching the defense, huh?
Yeah, that's, you know, sometimes that's it's a nice play to run just to get the defense off you, where they can't gang up on the run. But you notice you got a holding penalty. So that's going to set him back another 15.
So the Senecas got caught for the hold. Now the ball comes back to the 26. Now they get the first down back, but it'll be 1st and 20. 7:18 to go, first quarter. Calvert with a 6-0 lead. Inatuno comes to the near side. Keith is in the slot, receiver on the far side. And again, Puffenberger, the lone back. And there's a mix-up on the handoff. The ball goes back to the 21. Getting in on the play was number 28, Fred Reinhardt.
They gambled a little bit. They had twins receivers to the left, and the outside linebacker, defensive end, who usually line up on the inside of receiver, he just came firing, and they were trying to run that outside zone play, and he was there waiting for Puffenberger. But I think what St. Wendelin wants to do is they're going to gamble a little bit defensively and try to disrupt the quarterback's look, and they're going to have to create some plays because they might be a little bit tough matching up, person for person here with their receivers.
2nd and 25. A slant is intercepted. It was thrown right to Dustin's face.
Well, you talk about finding something. It's like Christmas right there. He didn't move and just turned around. The ball was there.
Turned around and the ball was waiting for him, and Bart Fisher went down hard, and he is hurt. He's still down at the 26-yard line.
But that was the same player who last time blitzed. This time he stayed home, and they tried to run a slant where they thought he was going to leave, and he just got a Christmas present right there. Now it's time for St. Wendelin. They got to take advantage of this field position.
Well, Fisher is still down, so with the score 6-0, Calvert will be back in 30 seconds. Bart Fisher went off under his own power, and obviously it's not. He must have been just shaken up, the old bell ringing thing, because everything seemed to be working all right.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him and just a little bit scared, and it was good to see him run off the field. I'm sure he'll be back.
I formation, Mo's cause signals, man in motion. Going to the far side is Schreiner, and the ball is batted down. Mike Sackstetter, I believe, got a hand up, and Chad Elkert was in the neighborhood too.
That time the Twins formation and ran the tailback motion into the Twins, trying to get the defense to roll over, and then they tried to run a quick back to the tight end like a throwback, and defensive end did a nice job getting his hands up.
2nd down and 10 from the 26. Wendelin with a chance here. Calvert is leading 6-0. Took the opening kickoff and just walked it down the field, showing blitz again. Pitch goes to the wide side. Rouser is being rounded up and yanked down hard. It looked like Lucius in on the play, but we'll try to get a number. Pursuing very well. Dustin Reisner's over in the neighborhood too.
Tried to run a quick pitch, tried to get the big kid outside, and just Calvert did a nice job. They run real well defensively, and the thing that's tough right now is with this glass in front of us, and
tough to see.
Calvert's numbers are tough. They're a little light blue, and they're tough to read with their white jersey.
3rd down and 13 from the I formation. Mose drops back, going long, has a man, and it's almost picked off. Down there very nicely. Calvert Senecas break it up. Had a man open just for a moment, but I think Justin Keefe is the man who made the adjustment, number 10. Broke it up. The intended receiver was 24, Jeff Williams. So it's a 4th down and 13.
Isn't it, that was kind of an answer to what Calvert had done earlier, just trying to stretch the field and trying to back those defensive backs off a little bit. So it's a good play to run early in reference to, if you hit it, great. If you don't, at least they're aware that you will throw deep.
And they will go on 4th down with the Mohawks. Single back set, 3 receivers through the near side. Mose is going to get blindsided from the backside. Coming in to hit him was Mike Sackstetter. With the big hit, he never saw it coming.
No, they just loaded up on the backside. They had too many people to block.
So there's a turnover to the Calvert Senecas. Gutsy call. The ball will be at the 34. This will be the 3rd possession now for Calvert. 5:31 to go in the first quarter. 6-0. The opening kickoff was taken by Calvert. They walked it down, got a score, did not get the conversion. Now they've got it back from their own 34-yard line. Keller calls signals. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Puffenberger goes right, has 5, has 9, and ridden out of bounds on the far side after about a 9-yard gain. Shannon Dixie, the man who brought him down.
Good job. Just a quick trap. They got the field stretched out, and then it's just a quick trap inside, and he breaks the line of scrimmage. A long way to run.
And it'll be about 2 yards short. 2nd down and 8. The ball comes to the 43. 4:52 to go. First quarter from Fostoria. Calvert leading 6-0. Bart Fisher is back. That's good to see. He's on the near side as a wide receiver. 4 receivers set, dropping back. Nice block from Puffenberger. Throwing long for Inatuno, and he couldn't hang on. He had clear sailing, but the ball was a little bit underthrown. Inatuno had to reach back for it and couldn't quite hang on.
They just had
3rd down.
Did a nice job. Had 3 wide receivers, each matched up with the defensive back, and he just read which one could outrun what defensive back and had the inside guy and just overthrew a little bit. But that's like a free place. It was 2nd short. Now it's 3rd and short. Now they feel better. They can still accomplish the 1st down.
Look for Puffenberger here. Takes the handoff. Has the 1st first down plus 1, needed 2, got 3. And the ball is spotted just over the 45. First down. Well, that's your big thumper back there. You need a yard. Reminds me of, he's not as big as Roman Reisner, but same type of runner.
He's got some speed to him. He's got, pretty quick.
Yep, and he squares up, and he's tough to bring down. First and 10 from the 46. Again, the 3 receiver set. Keller with the handoff. Puffenberger gains 5, gains 10, gains 13. He's at the 42-yard line after the 13-yard pickup and another first down.
They just an inside trap, and they got the field stretched with all the receivers, and they're pulling the big lineman, the Bohr kid, who's about 215 pounds and moves well.
And we're down to 4:14 to go, and a timeout called by, I believe that's Wendelin's timeout. They're coming to the near sideline. So
Timeout just settled the kids down a little bit.
4 minutes, 14 seconds to go. It's 6-0. Calvert with the lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Here's something you don't.
447-01614 for Optima Rehab, located behind the Charles Meadow Apartments, a joint venture of PT Services and Mercy Hospital of Tiffin.
First down, and Keller throws to the 35-yard line, and the ball is incomplete over on the far side. I believe Fisher, the intended receiver, or maybe not. Again, it's really, maybe it was Dustin Reisner. Yeah, because Fisher's over here on the near side. Second down and 10. 42-yard line, 43 is where the ball is spotted. Calvert trying to work it down the field again, leading 6-0. 4:10 to go. Inatuno comes to the near side in motion. Here's Puffenberger again. He's been a big gainer tonight. Gets bottled up, then gets away, and got 5 yards out of it to the 35-yard. In fact, he got 7 yards out of it, and will bring up a third down.
Yeah, that played defense real well. Just a matter of, you got to make a play when you're there. He just broke tackles, and then it took a good hit from Rouser to come up and stop him, but he just power ran that and just broke tackles. But St. Wendelin is right there, but you got to make the play.
Third down and 3. Inatuno now goes to the far side. Shank is lined up on the end, and Fisher is on the near side, and a man in the slot. Here's the call again. Puffenberger goes over the right side this time, has the first down, again slipped the tackle, got inside the 30 to the 26, and another first down.
Again, it's that trap, and they're doing a nice job just down blocking and bringing that guard around, and he's just using him as an escort up there, and they're just pounded up inside St. Wendelin's defense.
So Calvert with another drive going. This one started on their own 34 and has been sputtering at times, but it is continuing. So first down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Again, the receiver on the near side, and now a man coming in motion is Inatuno. Dropping back is Keller, looks downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad Welly. Welly comes back upfield across the 20, 25 to the 27, where he's finally brought down. That's the second pick tonight by the Mohawks.
They had run a play earlier with the motion just to see what type of reaction they would get, and they found something they wanted, but defensive back did a nice job in the coverage and did a great job breaking on the football.
That was Brad Welly. He's a senior, 5'10", 160-pounder. So at the 28-yard line, once again, St. Wendewlin Mohawks will try to start something here. They've had 2 drives, of very short ones so far, and have had to punt, and one was on a turnover. First down and 10. Now out of the I formation. Going in motion is Reinhardt. Here's the snap. Mose hands off to the deep back. That's the big man making a move. Rouser. Very short. It'll be second down and maybe 7.
Calvert's doing a great job of giving them a lot of different looks. They're stemming from a 6 or 8-man front and going to a 4, and they got St. Wendelin in the guessing game in reference to where they're going to be defensively.
That is a 3-yard gain, so with 2:34 to go in the quarter, Wendelin with a chance here. It's 6-0. Calvert on the opening drive scored, did not convert. Bad snap on the extra point. And they've had 2 turnovers tonight, which is a bit uncharacteristic. Last couple games, Mose gets away, looking, and then gets wrapped up and hauled down. First man to get him was Ian Cook. And there's the loss, a big one. Back inside the 25, the 21-yard line.
They're doing a great job getting pressure on the quarterback. He's just not getting any time. And defensive backs did a great job in coverage.
Coming into the game is Jeff Williams, receiver. 3rd and 19 for St. Wendelin. Coming to the near side is Jeff Williams. And we will see the I formation backfield. Mose, quarterback, call signals. Again, a lot of movement on the defense. Mose drops back, slips a tackle, throws over the middle, and overthrows. Intended for Andy Faber, just a little bit high. So it looks like a kicking situation for St. Wendelin.
They're just not allowing the quarterback to get his feet set. He had Faber open, but he just don't have enough time to get his feet set and get a good throw.
And as you said, there's a lot of jumping around in the Calvert defense. I think, and one of them guessing a little bit. Inside the 10 at about the 6 for the kick. Bart Fisher is back on his 36. So Calvert will get the ball back with plenty of time. Been at 31 first quarter. Here's the snap, and it's going to be close. A straight-up kick about 20 yards maybe. Bounces at the 45, and it will roll over midfield and down at the 43-yard line. The man who touches it down is Aaron Rouser. So on the bounce, they got a break there.
He did a good job just getting that punt off because, boy, Calvert put the heat on him.
So Calvert with very decent field position here at the 44-yard line. A minute 20 to go, first quarter, score is 6-0. That came after the opening drive resulted in a touchdown. Extra point did not, well, it never got off the ground, literally, because it was a bad snap, but Calvert with the lead. Dustin Reisner now going to the far side. Puffenberger still a single back, 3 receivers. On the near side, we've seen that set before. It almost looks like a wishbone in receivers. Here's Puffenberger, needs some help. And this time he's smelled out, rounded up at the 43. Not much doing. He might have even lost the yard. So a good reaction that time by the Mohawks to stop Puffenberger for not only no gain.
I think what Toby wanted to do there is show him a different formation and just to see how they're going to line up. You know, kind of run a safe running play and just get a defensive alignment. Now he can come back and get the pass that he wants out of that formation. But he ran what they're calling now a bunch package with your receivers. And it does look like the receivers in a wishbone set. But it's a new trend in football right now is gathering up those receivers and then everybody runs everywhere.
Saw it last week. Keller on the run has a man. Inatuno close to the first down. It's at least a 9-yard gain. On 2nd down and 10. We'll see where the spot comes. It's at least a 9-yard gain. It might be a first down on the connection. And the official is pointing, but I don't see the chains moving. In any case, it's a nice gain into Wendelin territory. It'll be at the 46. Must be just short. 3rd down and 1. Well, it's easy to tell if it's going to be a running play. It might be Keller on a keeper. No, Puffenberger bangs forward, needed 1, got 2 to the 44-yard line. So first down, Calvert. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. And the clock stops with the moving of the chain. So we may or may not see another play before the quarter ends. And the quarter does run out with the score 6-0. Calvert is leading after 1 quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When it's cold.
Memorial Stadium, the ball at the 44. It's Calvert's ball with a first down and 10. Heidelberg won today, 48-23 over Hiram. The Berg getting their first win under head coach Larry Shank, who hustled back to see his son play tonight.
Yeah, that's great for Larry. He's a great guy, and he's going to do a good job with the Heidelberg program.
They're off and running now. They had a couple of toughies to start with. Dropping back, Keller. Looking long, turning around is Keith. Also out there is Inatuno, and it just went between the both of them. Pretty good coverage back there, but a couple of guys were in the same vicinity. And it's incomplete. Keller again with the long fling.
They did a nice job there. They've been running that outside play, and St. Wendelin has attacked it, but that time they ran a pass off of it, and Puffenberg had to turn into a blocker that time, and they got it downfield just a little bit short.
2nd and 10 from the 44. This time Fisher goes off to the far side. Keller under center, two receivers to the near side. Here's the handoff. Puffenberger goes to the left side and a nice shoestring tackle. Very nice by Mark Souter. He broke that up. It could have gone a lot farther. It only went for about 3.
He did a nice job coming back and making a play because he had a lot of room to run. They're doing a great job with the inside trap. And really like the way Calvert gets to the line of scrimmage, gets lined up, and doesn't mess around, and they're not giving the defense a whole lot of time to adjust. They're giving them a lot of different sets, and it forced St. Wendelin where they had to be very prepared for these different formations, and they just got them stretched out.
Reisner is in with the play. Now as a receiver on the near side, dropping back again. Keller, pretty good rush. Ball is tipped up for grabs and picked off again. Dustin Faith goes to the far side, and he is tattooed at the 40-yard line. Bart Fisher with a crushing tackle puts Faith down, but that is the 3rd interception of the night against Bart Fisher.
But there's a big play because they tipped it at the line of scrimmage, and the defensive back caught it, and then running across the field, a receiver who was on the backside just laid him out, and then he fumbled it. Calvert recovered, but the officials say he was down
by contact.
That was a big-time hit.
Boy, that was a major league pop.
And it's good to see him bounce up. I think the telephone's ringing inside that helmet.
Better give him a play or two to rest up. Coming in, taking his place is Kyle Reinhardt. Dustin Faith, that's 3 interceptions now. That one was tipped, but nonetheless, 3 picks by Wendelin. First down and 10 from the 41. 11:04 to go, 6-0, Calvert leading. Pitch comes to the, no, that's the quarterback keeping it. Nick Mose kept it, got run out after about a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8.
They gave him a trips formation and then ran a speed option, and Calvert did a great job of just stringing that, and made him go east-west, and he couldn't turn into a north-south runner. So looked like a potential for a big play, but they just kept it right at the line of scrimmage for about a 1-yard gain.
Move it to the 42, 2nd down and 9. Going off to the far side is Brad Welly. Man in the slot is Fred Reinhardt. Single back set this time. And there is the handoff to Rouser. Aaron Rouser, number 81. He's a senior. He gains about 1, maybe 2. Mike Sackstetter in on the stop. It'll be 3rd down.
I tell you, one thing they might have to do is, as quick as Calvert's defense is, they might just have to run right at him and be very patient offensively.
And now the official is calling a timeout. We might have a young man.
They got a helmet.
Equipment problem. Yeah, he's straightening out. He just doubled over. Rouser straightening out the helmet. He was doubled over, but he had the helmet between his knees. Making a repair. So it's 3rd down and 6. 10 minutes to go. 6-0 Calvert. Going to the far side is Williams. Again, a single back set. Under center is Mose. Now going in motion is Faber. Dropping back, quick drop, and he's going to be wrapped up and dumped inside the 40-yard line. Just no room for error. Eric Walker, the man who got him, Sackstetter in the neighborhood as well, and 58. That's Scott Frank.
They went to a no-back set. They went trips, motion the fullback out, but they didn't block anybody.
And it'll be a kicking situation. 4th down and a long way to go, about 13, back to the 39-yard line. So the kick will come from the 26. Fisher goes back inside of his 30. Look for Calvert to apply intense pressure. Here's the snap, and the kick is off, a short one. Takes a bounce at the 43, or rather 37, and rounds come back to the 39. So it'll be 1st down there for Calvert when we come back in 30 seconds.
Only Carrier makes everything. Call Tong's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing at 448-4335 for a free estimate.
Carrier custom-made indoor weather.
And back on the first play from scrimmage, Eric Puffenberger plows forward for about a 4-yard gain to the 44, almost a 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5.
Again, what he's doing a great job of being his own blocker sometimes, where he's making yards after contact, which is always a sign of a good running back. He's always leaning forward and picking up positive yardage.
And last week, by the 3rd quarter, St. Mary was waving him. And they were trying to do a little arm tackling. So he must be punishing people. Again, about a 4 more yard gain. It'll be 3rd and a short 1 as Puffenberger went off the left side. When you start olaying guys through and wait for the secondary to come up, you know that runner's doing some damage. 8:12 to go, second quarter, 3rd down and 1, ball at the 48. This is the 5th Calvert drive of the night. The first one resulted in a touchdown, but there's been 3 interceptions to break up the others. Here's the handoff. Puffenberger needs 1, gets about 3, and gets into Wendelin territory to the 48, maybe the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I think what Toby wants to do right now is settle them down a little bit and use their running game. They're real good up front. Their offensive line's getting a real good push. This kid's running the ball real well. Let the quarterback settle down a little bit, maybe go some short passes, gain his confidence back a little bit, and then they're going to open it up.
1st and 10 from the 47. 7:38 to go. First quarter, 2 receivers to the near side. And now the official calling a timeout. Steps into the Wendelin huddle, defensive huddle. And maybe we'll keep it right here because we're going to go right back to business. Okay. Whatever it was, it's all straightened out now. Keller, the quarterback, calls signals and rolls and now hands the ball off to Puffenberger, who started to the right, went back to the left, and made a nice 5-yard gain out of that to the 41.
Did a nice job. They run that outside zone play, and he just cut back underneath everything.
Call that a running handoff, where the quarterback actually goes out and meets the running back.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah, the quarterback's job is he's got to get the ball to the running back because you want to stretch the defense. It kind of turns into a foot race. You just have the offensive line; they'll just step whatever way the play's gone, and then just trying to just run the defense with them, and it's a foot race play.
It was a 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4 throw in the flat. It is caught on the far side at the 36-yard line. It should be enough for the first down. Looked like Reisner made the catch. Dustin Reisner. Brad Welly made the stop.
You know, just a good quick 3-step drop, throws about an 8-yard out, first down, and Calvert's got another good drive going.
Now Bart Fisher is on the far side. Again, Puffenberger, the single back, 2 receivers on the near side with the first down and 10. Puffenberger with a quick burst-off tackle, gets the first down, may go for the touchdown. Yes, fell into the end zone from the 36-yard line.
Did a great job. They ran a trap, and a lot of time you tell your running backs, you break a play, you run from hash to numbers to sideline, and let that defense catch you. And did a great job just breaking to the outside and took it in the end zone. But that inside trap has really been a great running play for him today.
Eric Puffenberger with his second score. This one a 36-yard burst. That brings it to 12-0. We'll see if we can make it 13 here with the extra point. And it will be a 2-point conversion try. A regular set with 3 receivers, and Puffenberger is the single back set, going for 2. Dropping back, Keller throws for the corner, caught by Bart Fisher. The extra point, 2-point conversion is good.
Did a nice job. They went 4 wides, put 1 guy in motion, just had him isolated one-on-one. Did a nice throw and catch.
Timeout on the field, 6:27 to go. Calvert leading 14-0, and we will be back in 1 minute.
Tiffin, Westgate Village, and in Upper Sandusky.
6 plays, 61 yards with a finishing burst of 36 by Puffenberger to put Calvert up 12-0, and then the 2-point conversion. Here's the kickoff to the 25-yard line, the return to the 25, and that's where St. Wendelin will set up shop. Wow, there's a good stat, Steve. Puffenberger all right with, what, 141 yards?
20 carries.
20 carries.
141 yards. That's a night's work already in the first half.
All in the day's work.
With 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
6:20 exactly. The ball is at the 26. Down 14-0. The Mohawks of St. Wendewlin will try to get something going here. This is their 5th possession. Mose with handoff to Rouser, and that is smelled out immediately, and only maybe about a yard or 2 gain. It'll be 2nd down and long. Nothing's happening, Steve. It's just not working. From the 26 to about the 28-yard, it'll be 2nd down and 8.
You know, what you want to do now is you can't worry about the score. You just got to get something established offensively, whether it be an inside running game, get a play-action pass going, but they got to get something established offensively.
3 punts and a turnover so far on the other 4 possessions. Dropping back, Mose steps up, has some time, and the ball hits the receiver in the numbers. Fred Reinhardt, he couldn't hang on. It would have been a first down. Reisner back in coverage, and also Luke Borer.
And that was a nice play action. They had run a quick pitch, and that time came right back with a play action pass off of it. And St. Wendelin's at the point now where they got to make plays. They can't be, mess around dropping the football when it hits in your stomach. They got to make plays.
Down only 14-0. That is far from an insurmountable lead, and we have plenty of time. 5:39 to go in the half.
Yeah, because really, they're
but you got to do positive things, as you said.
They're playing pretty good defense. It's just a matter of they can't be playing defense all the time because Calvert's too good offensively.
3rd down and 8 from the 27. Now Calvert in more of a standard formation defensively. There's the outside blitz. Throw over the middle, and that is almost picked off. Steckstetter got a hand on it. And again, it was intended for the man coming across the middle. I think that was Rouser.
They tried to hit the tight end on a backside drag. And Calvert right now is just putting so much pressure on him that they got to come up with a way to control the pressure that Calvert's putting on him.
So it's 4th down and 8. The kick will come. The punt from the 25. Fisher goes back. Again, the big rush, that's almost blocked. May have been partially tipped. It was a very short kick, and it dies at the 47-yard line. So Calvert will have it in great field position once again. Either the rush is bothering the punter or somebody just getting a fingernail on the thing.
Sometimes like that, you want your punter to be somewhat of an actor sometimes, and then let the official make the call. And, they're putting great heat on him. And, it's a time right now where Toby wants to go right after him and to see how much they want to compete because he's got a quick strike offense, and he knows his defense is playing well. So he might go up top right now.
From the 44, Keller. And Ayatuno on the screen. He makes his way for about 15 yards to the 30-yard line.
Did a real nice
job. Set that up nicely, didn't they?
Yeah, run what they call a slip screen where they'll go trips formation and they'll just slip a receiver underneath the line. They'll kind of just check the defensive guy, let him come in, and the receiver just slides underneath him, and he's got a long way to run because the pass is behind the line of scrimmage so the lineman can block downfield.
Ayatuno just slipping under, and on the screen makes a nice gain of 15. First and down from the 20, first and 10 from the 29. Again, Fisher, quick drop, going for the bundle in the corner, and overthrown. Bart Fisher stretched out as far as he could go. Very decent coverage. Back there by, I believe, Brad Welly.
Yeah, he did a nice job. The quarterback threw the ball. It was on the money because the receiver did a great job of, he's throwing the ball and letting the receiver run underneath it. He's just not throwing to an open receiver. It forces the guy to keep running. And a lot of times that defensive back will slow down a little bit. He'll underestimate the football. If that receiver keeps going, he's in the end zone.
And it's a good throw because if your man doesn't get it, nobody does. It goes out of bounds. Here's the handoff, Puffenberger, for a 10-yard gain, or close to it, and that should be a first down. Just a quick burst once again. That'll be spotted a little bit short. At the, no, it's enough. At the 19-yard line, another first. Well, you can always go back to Puffenberger, obviously, but you can try some other things, but that's your bread and butter right now as the running back.
Yeah, the thing, right now, they haven't stopped him, so until they do, just keep feeding them. You got a kid who's hot. He's run for about 160 yards already. Just feed him the football.
Reisner's on the near side, man in the slot. Bart Fisher on the far side. Keller, and again the handoff, this time to the left side. Puffenberger gains another 5. Gets it inside the 15 to about the 12. We'll see where it's spotted, maybe the 13-yard line. But again, just popping away. Big and small gains. They all add up. And the ball will be spotted at the 13. Call it a 6-yard gain. Second down and about 4. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the half. Calvert leading 14-0 and moving. Once again, they've had a couple interception problems. Keller throws, caught, and Fisher is out of bounds. Where?
He's inside
got
the 10.
First. He's inside the 10. We'll see,
but we got a flag down. I think it's gone back.
That play died before it ever really got completed because the officials were waving. That's a hold.
They got a hold
against Calvert. So scratch the play. I don't think it was completed, but it shouldn't have even been a play. Well, yeah, it was a play, but dead on arrival. So they'll walk it back up. That's very few penalties. That's back to the 23-yard line. It really has not been much of a factor tonight on either side.
It's been a well-played game, and it's been a real quick-paced game. And I've really been impressed with Calvert on there. They don't mess around offensively. They get in the huddle, get out, get to the line of scrimmage, and go. They got a real quick pace to their offense.
Yeah, they do. They have dictated the pace in every game they've played. 2nd and 14 now. Keller rolls, throws on the run, and it is caught. And Justin Keefe gets wrestled down short of the 20-yard line. Not much doing there. Over there to round him up was Aaron Rouser once again, Mr. Do-Everything, and also Shannon Dixie in on the play.
Had some pressure on him that time, and he kind of threw off his back foot, so he didn't get a lot on that pass.
3rd and 13. 3 minutes, 24 seconds, and counting down. First half. 14-0. Calvert Senecas leading. Fisher goes to the far side. Inatuno will be in the slot. Keefe is also a receiver. And Reisner here on the near side. And again, Puffenberger, the single back. Keller drops, throws, and Inatuno turns around. Did he catch it with
great catch?
He did. A one-handed catch by Todd Inatuno.
That's a great job, and that's an example we talked about earlier. He just laid it out there, and the receiver just kept running. Defensive back froze a little bit, underestimated the football, and Inatuno did a great job of just running his pattern, reached out there, and he's in the end zone.
Keller to Inatuno. Inatuno puts it at 20-0 with 3:03 to go. And Bart Fisher with the hold by Justin Keefe will try to tack on the 21st point. Snap. Good hold, a line drive kick. It is through, and the score goes to 21-0 Calvert. 3:03 to go, first half. We will be back in 60 seconds.
Join the team of winners, the Maytag team, lined up at Ralph's in Tiffin and Fremont.
21-0. Here's the kickoff by Calvert, picked up at the 19-yard line, coming back the other way and getting close to the 30, about the 29. The man who brought it back upfield was Aaron Rouser. Boy, he does a lot for this Mohawks team, doesn't he?
He's a good athlete, and I know they want to give him the football, but now it's a matter of 2:57. They got to get going offensively because they don't want Calvert to get the ball again this half. So they just get something established and get your defense to rest a little bit.
So the ball at the 29-yard line after the Calvert touchdown. Great catch by Inatuno. 21-0. Now we have the pro set backfield, dropping back. Mose looking for somewhere, look right, look left, throws, and it is caught over the middle. We may get a face mask tacked on. Jeff Williams, the man who made the catch, and we may get a penalty tacked on. Looks like somebody came over the back.
I think, yeah, they're going to call interference. But that, it's a good call there in reference. You got to throw on first down now, and you got to open things up.
That's only a 5-yard gain. You still haven't seen a signal as to what the flag was thrown for. Officials talking it over. And that is interference, not a face mask. That's interference against Calvert.
This is time where
what do you do? You gain 5.
You take the penalty. You take the penalty because it's 15.
You get the down back.
It's going to be first down, but you take 15 yards. It's not like,
the step off it was not from the point of the foul.
No, not like college or pro where, the ball's there. It's a 15-yard penalty. And that's what, a lot of times you tell your defensive backs that, especially in high school, if you're beat, grab the guy. Don't give up because it's not there. It goes back to where the line of scrimmage is.
So it goes from the 29 to the 44. And it is a first down. 2:43 to go in the half. Again, the split backfield. Receivers right and left. Snap. Mose dropping back, looking all the way to his right. Has a man. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dustin Reisner at the 45-yard line. He needs a block and gets banged out of bounds. There's going to be a flag at the end of the play.
I think we got a clip.
And Andy Faber, the man who finally bumped Reisner out.
But he just looked strictly at Rouser. Rouser's got to stretch that pass route and get off the middle of the field. He's got to stretch the field a little bit. The quarterback just focused in on the receiver that time.
Well, the flag came late, so the interception will stand just where the ball will be spotted. Dustin he read the quarterback's eyes. He didn't look the receiver off at all, Mose, and Reisner just playing center field.
He did a great job.
The other way.
He did a great job breaking on the football. Just back there playing center field, went up and attacked the football, and then got up the sidelines, but unfortunately they got a clip on the return.
Ball was at the 30. We'll see it walk back upfield. Should be to the 45, and there it is. So it'll be first down there for Calvert. Still with time. Last week, Steve, there was beautiful clock management toward the end of the half by Toby using his timeouts, and actually they got a touchdown out of that. And that really put St. Mary's in the hole at that point. First down and 10 from the 45. Let's see what happens here. The handoff to Puffenberger just bangs his way forward. About a 4-yard gain. It'll be second down and 6 from the 41.
And that's one of the few times they've stopped that inside trap.
Call it a 3-yard gain from the 44 to the 41. It'll be second and 7. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. 21-0. Calvert leading St. Wendelin. Trying for the 4-0 start. First game in the MAL, however. Single back set, dropping back. Keller pumps one, goes long, and misfires.
He had a nice hitch and go, and he had that receiver isolated one-on-one, ran the hitch route, stop, and then let him go deep, and just threw a little bit short.
Bart Fisher, the intended receiver, back on the coverage. Looked like Aaron Rouser once again. Boy, he must get a good night's sleep after these games. Third down and 6, 1:51 to go in the half. So far everything, I don't think Toby's thrilled about the 3 interceptions, but for the most part everything has gone Calvert's way. Fisher is now on the near side. And a man in the slot, and quick Keller throws. Coming out of the slot man was Inatuno. Gets caught at the 38-yard line, pulled down there, and guess who got him? Aaron Rouser.
Did a nice job there with the twin set, and then let that receiver run it out, and then defensive back's playing so far off, he can't cover that play. They can't stop that.
4th and 4. Interesting call here with 1:31 to go. From the 38, and now Calvert wants to take a timeout and talk about it. So with 1:26 to go and 21-0, Calvert leading. We'll be back in 1 minute. There we go, 4th and 4. Calvert will go from the 38-yard line. 1:26 to go, and the Senecas leading 21-0. Keller deep drop, and the play died before it ever got started. That was on the snap.
Either somebody's lined up off sides or there was movement. They're going to call movement
against Calvert.
Now this will be interesting. Now they'll make it 4th and 8, and they're going to punt.
And that's probably a wise decision. Well, you tell your defense, go out there and hold them. Let's get out of the half with the lead.
I tell you, to be honest with you, as well as their defense playing, take a chance and go for the jugular right now. You know, this could be a good time for a fake.
Could happen. Bart Fisher, used to handling the ball. He drops back to his 42 to do the kicking. Rouser and Willie are back for inside the 10. Good snap, high kick. And it's not going to be returned. In fact, it's rounded up by Inatuno at about the 5-yard line, or inside the 5.
Yeah, it's about the...
It's at the 3. So Inatuno just ran it down, and the receivers just let it go. I think they thought it was headed for the end zone, but great speed by Inatuno to kill it inside the 5.
The thing had nice, looks like one of your chip shots on the green. Just rolled right in there, and I think the receivers, they're usually coached.
Let it go.
Yeah, put your feet at the 10-yard line. If it goes over your head, we'll take the chance.
Can't teach speed. That was a great play. So the defense of Calvert comes out, and at the 3-yard line, St. Wendelin with 1:14 to go. Probably play it safe right here. Here's a handoff to the deep man. Rouser works it out to about the 10. Nice gain of about 7. It'll be second and 3. You don't want to do anything silly here.
No,
I don't agree, Steve, with that theory that you throw from deep in your own territory.
Oh, it's the best place. Some guys say it's the best place to throw.
Some people.
But not now, you don't want to do it. You want to just try to get out of the first half alive right now. So I just pounded. They went unbalanced, power I, and just use the clock right now. Take your time.
Second and 3. Here's the handoff. Rouser just works his way forward, but not very far. And I don't know if he made the first or not. He's going to be very close.
And Toby did a nice job there. They stopped him, called the timeout, so they're going to force him to run a play. And if they don't make it, you know they're going to call timeout again because they've got great heat on the punter.
That's what they did so well last week against Sandusky St. Mary. Clock management, especially at the end of the first half when the game was still very much up for grabs. So with a timeout on the field, it's 21-0. We'll tell you that. Also, we'll tell you that Heidelberg came up a winner today. Congratulations to Larry Shank and the Berg, 48-23 over Hiram. Interesting game that Mount Union defeated Ohio Northern 42-37.
That must have been a great.
That must have been fun.
That was
take
really
them over Capital 28-16.
I was really impressed with Northern last week when they played Heidelberg. Their team speed. And that must have been a wild shootout because they were pretty good defensively.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, when you can give Mount Union a black eye like that, you've done a pretty good job. That was no gimme. 3rd down and 2. 37 seconds left in the half. 21-0. Calvert with the lead. And has just called a timeout. And we'll probably call another one here depending on what St. Wendelin does. Nick Mose, the quarterback. Hasn't had a chance to do much of anything. Here's the handoff.
Got the first
straight
down.
ahead, and they get the first. So
They did a nice job
goes.
there. They've been running to the unbalanced side. This time they came short side and got the first down. Now I just sit on it.
Out to the 15-yard line, and they undoubtedly will let the clock just run down. They may not even come to the line of scrimmage. They don't have to. Shuffling in is Brad Welly. Coming out is Kyle Reinhardt. Well, they will have to at least take a snap, I believe. It's 18 seconds and counting down. Just now getting to the line of scrimmage. But you won't see anything fancy here. Mose will take a knee with about 8 seconds. There it is. Oh, he dropped back. He faked. And he's throwing long, and it's picked off by Reisner. And Reisner is tripped up at the 28, and there are still 18 seconds to go. I don't understand that. I don't want to second-guess anybody, but that did not fool anybody. Wow.
You got 1.8 seconds. I think they were trying to slip him deep. And Reiser did another great job of
Went
playing
back and read the eyes.
Yeah, playing center field and just attack the football.
Yeah, they have a 10th clock here. It looks like 18. It's 1.8 seconds. And Calvert did call the timeout. So we'll step aside with the score 21-0 Calvert. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Optimal Rehabilitation Services, a joint venture.
For Roman Reisner. On the other side, St. Wendelin has picked off 3 of Nate Keller. So with 1.8 seconds, we'll probably see a fling toward the end zone. The ball is at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, right now, I'd back Rouser on the goal line and just let him play center field.
Keep everything in front of you. Keller drops back, has time. There's the throw. It is tipped away, intended for Justin Keith. The man who reached in and saved the touchdown was Fred Reinhardt.
Did a nice job
line.
because he was open.
And time has run out. Well, a good thought, but Reinhardt made the recovery. Tipped the ball away from Justin Keith, and we're at the half. With the score 21-0, Calvert has the lead. And we will run down the scoring for you after this 1-minute timeout.
watched the film, and I think we played better than I thought. Because
how's LeGrand doing? It was a muscle problem.
he's got a possible torn muscle in his ankle, or a real good. You know, it's one of those where he's just going to be tender for a while. So we're going to rest him, and but he's definitely, you can tell he really provides pizzazz to our offense.
Yeah,
He broke that reverse last night. Had really played well as a defensive back, but we showed some depth last night when, you know, when we lost him. That's the one kid we really can't afford to lose, and JJ stepped in, did a great job, and then he got tired, and that gave Jamie his play at running back, and then he really responded for us. So I was real pleased with the way the kids played. I thought they were really focused because we only had two penalties last night. And they really did a great job.
And that's a tough Willard team, and you boxed up their young quarterback very well. He's certainly much better than he looked last night.
Yeah, I think what we wanted to do, and Jeff Wise and defensive staff did a great job mixing up coverages and confusing him where he never really got a chance to get his feet set, and we got a lot of pressure on him. And they're good. They got some real good skilled kids. It's a good
nice
football
talent.
team.
Yeah, it's a good team. Virginia defeated Duke today, 24-0. Number 14 Wisconsin over Northwestern, 38-7. West Virginia, number 19, 44. Tulsa 21, and number 21 Virginia Tech over Pitt, 27-7. Michigan 29, Michigan State 17. Muskingum over Capital 28-16. Louisville 52, Boston College 28. Wow, Mississippi State 30, South Carolina nothing. Marshall 26, Eastern Michigan 23. Richmond down Penn 34-18. Cornell, the Ivy League over Holy Cross 17-9. Ohio Wesleyan defeated Kenyon by 21-17. Brown 23, Lafayette 21, Colgate 34, Harvard 14. So those were the scores I grabbed on the way out. I'm sure a lot have been updated since then.
I got a chance to see a little bit of that Wisconsin game in between going to the JV game, having our workouts, getting home, cutting the grass, getting ready to come here. So it was
an 88-degree day.
Pretty quiet Saturday, but that running back they have is really something. The big kid. You know, it seems like anymore running backs are just getting bigger and bigger.
They all are.
And faster and faster. That's a scary thing. They're as big as linemen used to be.
That's right. Both teams are back. St. Wendelin should be receiving the kickoff here if my calculations are right. 21-0 is our score. You're on WTTF, WTTF-FM. Tiffin, Frank Barber, and Steve Gilbert. And Calvert will be kicking from right to left, press box angle. I always wonder when a team is wearing black, which is what Wendelin is primarily doing, is on a day like this, if it just, whether it's psychological or actual, it just tends to wear a team out.
Yeah, a lot of teams. It seems like right now the trend is go the solid, you know, pants same color as the jersey, and it's just a nice,
well,
a little bit different.
did that, the solid blue last night. Here is a kickoff taken at the 29, maybe the 30-yard line, wrapped up there. Rouser, the man who took the short kick. Zach Stetter in on the pile, and also 41 there, Ryan Schupp.
Calvert's done a great job on their coverage. They're not kicking real deep, but their coverage team has been great, and it's St. Wendelin has not had the best of field position. Most of the time they had the one short field to work early in the first half, but couldn't take advantage of it, and that was the spark they needed. And be interested to see what kind of adjustments they make. Now they're coming out unbalanced power I, and just trying to get something established offensively.
All right, Mose, hands off, and nothing doing straight ahead. And just nothing there. Rouser, the man who carried it, and he was met head-on by the middle of the Calvert Dia. There's just nowhere to go. Maybe a yard.
They're getting no push at the line of scrimmage. Calvert's doing a great job controlling the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. And I think anybody who really understands football knows that's where the game's won or lost. It's going to be at the line of scrimmage.
Who controls the line controls the game. 2nd down and 10. And again, a very active Calvert defense. This goes to the deep back, maybe 2. And it goes over the left side. Rouser again is going to get a good night's sleep tonight. Carries. It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
And they're doing a nice job stemming in and out of an 8-man front or a 4-man front. And what I think it's doing to St. Wendelin is a little bit of hesitation on their offensive line on who they're going to block, and that's all you want is once you get them thinking instead of reacting, then you've won the game, because they're going to be a little bit slow when they're thinking, and the difference between just reacting and playing the game.
3rd down and 8 for the Mohawks. The center, the quarterback is Nick Mose. And takes the snap. It goes again to, fake, and then throws to the tight end. It's tipped away. Intended for a big Dustin Faith. Somebody got a hand up and broke it up on the far side. Looked like it might have been Reisner, Dustin Reisner, 46. Well, it was a good thought. Nice fake on the play action. But it's 4th down in a kicking situation.
Yeah, that play action is something they're going to have to do on 1st down, and then just open up the offense a little bit, because when they pack it in, they're just getting handled up front.
From the 19 comes a kick and a high snap. Gets away, running it down and trying to get control of it is Reinhardt, and he is just rounded up at the 15-yard line. And Calvert with a chance to really do some damage here.
He just dropped the snap. He took his eyes off of it, and he just dropped the snap. And that's definitely not what
the Calvert rush might have created.
Yeah, they put so much pressure on him. I think he was trying to check the rush and just took his eyes off the ball.
Sometimes you're almost anticipating those guys being in on you, and that might have been exactly what happened. From the 15, Calvert. Fisher goes to the far side along with Iannatuno in the slot. Justin Keefe on the near side. Puffenberger the single back. And of course Nate Keller hands off left side. Puffenberger breaks one tackle, gets to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Gain of pretty, we'll see where it's spotted. Spotted right at the 5-yard line. That it should be enough, or close enough maybe to measure. Anyway, it's at least a 9-yard gain, possibly 10.
But he's a type of back where they're going to have to get him before he gets started, because once he gets going, he's a good, strong runner.
Well, they're calling it 2nd and 1, so they didn't quite make it. It was a 9-yard gain. Keller again with Puffenberger, the single back. It's an either or. They give it to Puffenberger. He needed 1. He got about 3. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 3.
Tackled by number 22.
Of course, this is a golden opportunity set up by the muffed snap on the punt attempt.
Number 78, Mark Souter.
So, almost point-blank range with 9:36 to go, and it's already 21-0 with Calvert leading. And now a quick change in the lineup as the play comes in. And now we're going to have a timeout.
I think we've got an equipment problem. Big tackle's coming off. It's got to be a snap or something with the helmet.
Adam Hawkins, the man coming off, going on, is Rob Sackstetter. Now Bart Fisher goes to the far side. The official held the clock up, so it's not a timeout charge to anybody. Here comes Calvert from the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Keller, the pitch, goes to Puffenberger, steps inside of a tackle, chased down nicely for no gain, or maybe a very short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and still about 3 yards to go. And on the stop, Brad Dwelly, and also down there was Andy Faber.
They tried to go a little bit wide, and that time they got to him before he got started. And what they've been most successful with is just running that quick trap. St. Wendelin seems to do a better job right now defending in the wide plays, but the inside trap has just been killing them tonight.
Back to the line of scrimmage very quickly. Nate Keller under center. Snap, handoff, and a mix-up, and Keller has to fall on the ball back at the 4. They just never made the exchange on that one, and Keller almost lost the thing, and it comes back out to the 4-yard line. A loss on the play. I think he wanted to give it to Puffenberger, but they got one zig when they should have zagged, and it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 4. 8:23 to go, 21-0 our score. Calvert with a golden opportunity here. Reisner on the far side. Iannatuno goes in the slot. 2 receivers on the near side. Bart Fisher, and now Justin Keefe goes in motion. And here is Keller again throwing for the corner, and that one just thrown out of the back of the end zone. That one again looks like a play that just never quite developed the way the Senecas had in mind.
The defensive back did a nice job. They had him isolated, but he did a nice job stopping the receiver from running his pass route. And I think what St. Wendelin's got to do is they got to come up and challenge Calvert's receivers, because they're playing so far off, they're just letting them run free. But they got to come up, because everything's on timing, and try to disrupt their pass routes.
Bart Fisher will kick from the 10-yard line. This will be a field goal. of a 20-yard nature. Let's see what happens here. Snap. Nice kick, nice hold. Kick is up, looks good. It is 20-yard field goal by Bart Fisher, and the lead goes to 24-0 Calvert with 8 minutes, 2 seconds to go, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Only Carrier makes everything you need to take a break from the race at the pit stop.
And we're back at Memorial Stadium in Fostoria. Here's the kick by Fisher, and it is taken on the run. Back across the 25, 30, 35, and out to the 37. Once again, it's Mr. Reliable, Aaron Rauscher, the senior, 5'10", 165 pounds. He'll weigh about 145 pounds after this game.
Yeah, he's had a busy night, but that last defensive stands was pretty good for St. Wendelin because Calvert was at point-blank range and only came out with the field goal. They got a little better field position on the kickoff, but now it's a matter of getting going offensively. They got to get something established.
Actually, that drive by Calvert started at the 15-yard line, so to wind up giving up only 3 points was a good job by Wendelin. And again, we have a stoppage of play. Something's on the field. One of the attendants comes out, takes it off. Ball will be at the 37, and St. Wendelin trailing 24-0. We'll try to get something working here. Coming to the near side is Jeff Williams. It'll be an I formation backfield. There's a man in the slot here on the near side as well. And Mose hands to the up man. He just gets away from one man, pounds his way to the 40 or close to it, Andy Faber. That's about a 4-yard gain. It'll be second down and 6.
Man, this is a good dive. Just like an off-tackle dive, but that can set some things up. They can run that. They can run the dive option off of it. They got a dive pass off that, but then it's a matter of a pretty good first down play. Now you just got to keep it going.
7:31 and counting, 24-0. Calvert with the lead. And St. Wendelin with the ball. Going to the far side is Brad Welly. Man in the slot once again is Jeff Williams. I formation backfield. And again, the handoff to the up man. Doesn't work. Maybe a yard. Faber again, the big guy, just carrying straight ahead. And looked like the man who got him initially was Luke Borer. He's had a nice game.
He's a good linebacker. He's real active. And big physical kid, moves well.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 from the 41. It's a long 6. Wendelin in no hurry. Here comes to the near side Williams. And again from the I formation. Nick Mose, the quarterback, looks things over under center now. Man in motion. To the near side is Faber. Dropping back, quick throw, and it is picked off. And running back the other way, the guy who got it right in the midsection was Luke Borer.
He must have heard we were talking about it. He just made a nice play. They ran been running the dive. That time they faked the dive and tried to hit it to the tight end, but threw it right to the linebacker.
And the big guy had it right in his mitts and walked it right down to the 35, and that's where Calvert will go to work once again with ideal field position. And we are at 6:28 here in the 3rd quarter, so warm up the stakes right now because Calvert's got a chance to really do some damage on this drive. Again, Puffenberger, the single back. 2 receivers to the near side. Keller gets a nice block from Puffenberger, goes the opposite way, is going to be wrapped up over midfield. No. Shank has the ball and gets ridden out of bounds. I guess it was a delayed handoff. Was it a pass? He did get it away.
Just a little bit of a screen. He had great pressure on him, and Shank just stayed alert, saw the quarterback in trouble, and just got his hand up so he could see him, and they created a positive play out of a potential disaster.
All I saw was Keller going down, and suddenly Shank was upfield. It was a 2-yard gain out of a disaster. 2nd down and 8 from the 33. Here's the handoff. Puffenberger again with that quick start. Has the first down, gets to the outside, and goes all the way for a score.
The trap play has just been a great running play for him.
35 yards on 2 plays, and Puffenberger supplied 33 of the yards. And again, you're right, Steve. Once he hits the hole, he's gone. If he has to move left or right, he can be contained.
Yeah, you got to get him before he gets started because he can run the football.
6 minutes, 12 seconds to go. 3rd quarter. That's the 3rd touchdown for Eric Puffenberger tonight. Bart Fisher will try to add the extra point. There's a snap, and it's a bad hold. Fisher picks it up, gets knocked down. The ball is loose, and it's recovered by Andy Faber, but the ball is dead. So that's about the only thing that hasn't worked twice now tonight for the Calvert Senecas. The score goes to 30-0. 6:12 to go in the third quarter. Senecas lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Kimmel Cleaners. 1600 West State Route 18 right here in Tiffin, where they're making friends and sales at the same time.
Here's the kickoff by Bart Fisher, a line shot that is taken right on the fly by Rouser, who comes back up toward the 40 and gets just about to the 42. Nice return by Rouser. It'll be first down for St. Wendewlin. Shankin on the tackle.
Number 88, Bart Fisher.
Among others, Bart Fisher there, and also Dustin Reisner. So first down in pretty good shape. But if they're going to get busy, now's the time to start for the
good
Mohawks.
field position, and now it's a matter you're going to find out who wants to play the game.
Ball at the 42. First down from that point. Nick Mose is the quarterback for St. Wendewlin. I formation and two receivers to the near side. And here's the handoff to the tailback, who makes some room, gets about 7 yards, close to midfield. Well, he never gets tired, does he, Rouser? Finally pulled down by Mike Sackstetter and also Chad Elkert.
You know, last two times they've had a pretty good first down play, but they just got to keep things going.
Get it out to the 49, second down and 7. Coming back is Brad Welly for St. Wendewlin. We count down to 5:35. Welly goes to the far side, split over to the slot is Reinhardt, and the I formation. Again, the tailback, and he is stopped immediately. Maybe a loss on the play.
Good penetration by Matt Myers, the defensive tackle.
Myers
Shot the
Just
gap.
submarining underneath.
And he got underneath somebody, but he got Rouser before he really got started. Because Rouser's got some quickness, but they got him before he got started.
Well, Andy Faber was out there to block for him, and somehow it just didn't work. Calvert blew it up. Third down and 4. Coming to the near side, Jeff Williams. Again, the I formation man in the slot is Reinhardt over here on the near side. Now it's the split backfield. It's pro set. Mose gets a rush, gets it off, and tipped away. Justin Keefe got a hand on it just enough to disrupt the play. Reinhardt in the flat was the intended receiver, and it'll be a 4th down and 4. And another situation where St. Wendewlin just can't seem to get on track. But then credit the Calvert defense.
Now, defensively, they've owned the line of scrimmage, and they're getting good pressure. They're not getting moved off the line of scrimmage. They've just dominated this game at the line of scrimmage.
That's where, as you said, it all begins. Bart Fisher goes back. Rouser will kick from the 35. Long count. Oh, it's a snap to the up man, and the throw, it is hit somebody in the chest. Mose was the up man who took the snap, the direct snap. It was intended for Rouser, and hit him in the chest and just bounced away. I've got him in the pad. He let the ball, as they say, get to the numbers.
Yeah.
Catch it with your hands, not with your chest.
But
that was a bullet, too.
It's going to bounce off the shoulder pads, but that was good timing. You got to make something happen right now, and it was worth the gamble. And you got to play some defense now, but it was worth it, trying to get something positive going.
Should have known something was up. Faber was back to do the kicking, and he almost looked too relaxed back there with the way the Senecas have been coming. Here's the handoff. Puffenberger, 2, 3, 4 yards perhaps, down to the 44. Second down, and maybe that's 5. That's a pretty good gain on first down.
And they're doing a real nice job handling the linebacker Faber, where he's almost been a non-factor on defense.
4-yard gain, second down and 6, 30-0. Calvert, 4:19 to go, third quarter from Fostoria. Hope you're enjoying this one on WTTF and WTTF-FM, Tiffin. Calvert now slowing down the tempo of the game. You notice how they're taking a little more time coming. They do little subtle things like that to just keep the clock moving. Take up as much time as possible. Linatuno comes to the near side in motion. Here is Puffenberger, this time on the right side. That time he took a little skip move and was wrapped up after a very short gain. One of his shorter gains, Shannon Dixie, the man who rounded him up.
Number 84, Andy Faber.
And Faber also in the neighborhood. Ball moves to the 43, third down and 5. And coming out for a spell, Dustin Faith. Lining up over here on the island will be Brad Welly. He's a good athlete, too. They have some talent, the St. Wendelin team.
I'd say right now they've just been
getting off of injuries.
Calvert's just come after them. They came in here ready to play, and they're sharp.
Keller throws long down the sideline, overthrows out of bounds into double coverage. Wendelin had that one smelled out pretty well. And Bart Fisher was really had nowhere to go, but it was a safe pass. If Fisher doesn't catch it, nobody does.
He does a nice, really impressed the way he throws and let the receiver run underneath the football. And you can tell a big difference right now. Calvert's playing with just so much confidence, and there's just an air of uncertainty around St. Wendelin. And they're just not sure about themselves, and they're just a little bit hesitant.
And Wendelin will get the ball here. High kick by Fisher, comes down, and Wendelin lets it go. It rolls inside the 10 to about the 7. So Wendelin again will not be in good field position to start their next drive. We have 3 minutes and 1 second to go in the third quarter. We'll hold it right here. That's been a key too, field position tonight. Calvert in almost every case has started in very good field position, whereas St. Wendelin has really struggled.
Yeah, you're
in their own end.
Almost playing this game on half a field, where Calvert's always working a short field, and St. Wendelin just has not had the ability to move the football.
Have to make some room for themselves, and just frankly have not been able to, because they're, as you say, Steve, that front line is contending with that furious Calvert rush. Just have nowhere to go and not much time to get anything done. First down and 10 from the 7-yard line. Mose calls signals, trying to find some working room, gets it out to about the 8 or 9-yard line. Very short gain. It'll be second down and long. Favor the man who just wedges his way forward. He does get it to about the 9. It'll be second down. Balker makes the stop. We're at 2:43 to go in the third quarter. 30-0. Calvert leading. Welly comes back in for the Mohawks. Well, all the kids in the neighborhood. That's the MAL. Seneca East next week. That's no picnic. There are no picnics in the MAL. 2:25 to go, or the NOLE. There's second down and 8. And again, some running room on the near side. That turns into a wrestling match. Rouser, the man who carried it across the 10. It'll be third and still fairly long to go. Rouser, the last man up. Sackstetter helps him up. Getting up 54. Eric Balker once again having a nice game tonight.
They're just trying to pound it out here, and they just have not had the ability to move Calvert's defensive line. I know it's kind of repetitious, but it's just been the story of the game. This would be a great time for a quick kick if they had that in their arsenal, on the idea that
just get it out of there.
Yeah, just to get it out, get some field position.
From the 12-yard line, Mose is stuck with the ball. I think he was expecting somebody to take a handoff, but he had to eat it, and is buried back at the 10.
He tried to run a reverse pivot, run the option off that. And he really made a smart play where he didn't pitch the ball because the option guy was covered, but it forces him into a punt, and this is something lately they've struggled with.
Eric Balker, the man who made the stop again. The kick will come from just inside the end zone. And Fisher is back at the 45. High snap, big rush, almost blocked. Somehow he got it out of there. Fisher calls for a fair catch at the 42 and then muffs it and falls on it at the 47.
They got a roughing the kicker. I thought I saw a flag because they buried the kicker.
Getting up very slowly and limping off the field. It's legitimate. It's Kyle Reinhardt.
Flag's down, and that's a break for St. Wendelin.
A big one. Reinhardt limping off, and that's acting there. He really did get crushed. And a little too aggressive, although how he got it out of there, I don't know.
He did a great job just getting the punt off and got a good punt.
And then Fisher muffed it back to his own end of the field, but it's all coming back the other way, and Wendelin will get a step off here with 1:01 to go. Boy, I'm telling you, when it goes your way, or doesn't, one way or the other, it just snowballs. This is a big break for Wendelin. They need one at the 25-yard line. With 1:01 to go and trailing 30-0. Now at least they are out of the shadow of their own goal post, which is a big help. So first down and 10. We have the clock won't start till the ball is snapped. Mose looks things over. I formation. The up man is Faber. Tailback Rouser, and now we have a whistle timeout.
They're
little
missing
mix-up on the. Have enough men on the field?
They're missing a player. They didn't have a slot back.
Okay, so with 52 seconds to go in the third quarter, we will be back in 30 seconds. 30-0 Calvert, and the Wendelin Mohawks had to take a timeout there. As you said, Steve, there was a missing player, a slot back.
Yeah, the one thing you want your kids to do is keep your focus on the game. And no matter what the score, keep focused on know your responsibilities and just keep your head in the game.
Now we're under center is Moe's handoff, goes to Rouser again. He's piled up at the 27. Now that's Faber carrying the ball, and he's piled up after about a short gain.
By number 46, Dustin Reisner.
See who's who here. 46 is Reisner, 83 in the neighborhood, Tim Schum. And it'll be second down and 8. Just wedge the ball out to about the 28-yard line. Splitting off is Brad Welly on the far side. I formation, man in the slot again. Nick Mose looks things over. 13 seconds to go. They will get the play off. Quick drop ball is tipped, and it is picked off by Calvert. Welly rounds up the ball carrier, wrestles him down at the 32. Somebody got a hand in and tipped it.
They did a nice job because the receiver was open, but it was tipped, and Calvert jumped on it. And it's one of those nights where St. Wendelin just can't do anything right, and they're just getting. Calvert's a very good football team that's just taking it to them right now.
Tim Schum, the man who picked it off. So Calvert has it again at the 31-yard line in great shape. And we have 4+ seconds to go, so there'll be one play here for Calvert.
I bet we see the Mr. Puffinball. There he is on the trap.
Right side, goes off the right side. As you say, the trap gains the first down, spins away from one man, pulled down from behind at the 10-yard line.
That was a new back. That was number 43, John, looks like Rats?
John Rates.
Rates?
Yeah. And
John Rates.
He ain't heavy.